I wanted to thank you guys again for your continued support towards my work, as well as my GoFundMe campaign. I felt the need to come on here today and do this video to discuss a few things with you guys. Please do go and check the description for a link. There is an article in this link that is quite critical for what I'm about to talk about. It is a guide or a reference, if you may, because society has changed around us. And I have come to the realization that Canadians, the West in general, has been extremely ideologically subverted by more forces than one. Islamists have ideologically subverted you guys. There has to be a form of re-education introduced into the public right now, in whatever way, to begin to expose what's happening. Around you now, you're going to see people. We are experiencing mass migration. People are not being told to integrate. It's not expected from them. So now you're going to see things and you're going to hear things like, oh, this is my choice. This is their right. It's a human right. It's my choice. My religion tells me to do this. I choose this. All of this is all lies, guys. The picture that you're going to be looking at is a picture of Andrew Scheer with three interesting characters, if you may, because I'm gonna try not to lose it and call these people what they are, which is goat herders. These are sheep herders, goat herders. And by the way, when I was living in Saudi Arabia, when I saw these, actually, not just me, the majority of society, when we see these things, we get disgusted and we go run away. We do not engage these people. We want these people out of society and out of our lives. Yet here they are with your leaders. Andrew Scheer, your conservative, so-called conservative party leader, the previous intelligent, worldly insurance salesman, Andrew Scheer, meeting with them and taking pictures as he smiles. He looks like a deer in the headlights, which is what he is, because he's a tool that's being used by these three thugs that are surrounding him. You can almost see it in their eyes, by the way. The dress code, the dress code is what I wanted to talk to you about. The Salafist dress code. The Salafist dress code has a male element and it has a female element. The part I wanted to discuss with you today is the male. I'm going to be doing a separate video talking about the Salafist radicalization dress code, which should signal to everyone that the person in front of you is a radical. So for men, if you look at Omar Subidar, who is the character to the right of Andrew Scheer, he is wearing a white, beautiful dress. And if you can't see it here, but if you can find the full length of that picture, you're going to see that their thobes end above ankle length. This is following the Prophet because of the sayings, prophetic sayings and hadiths that advise that this is what you're supposed to look like to mimic the first generations of Muslims, or the Sahaba or the Salaf. You have to wear your dress above ankle length as a man. Then you move up, you're gonna see that all of them actually, it's just a difference in color. They're wearing this tight skull cap. Ideally, it should be white. The guy that's to the left that you see wearing darker dress and a darker skull cap, the picture was taken in the spring. These people, the spring for them is considered winter. So they are allowed to dress in darker colors of the same attire in the winter. In the summer, they dress in white. That's the only reason for the color, by the way, the color difference. But it should be white. The skull cap is another code or signal to identify that this person is a Salafist or a radical. They are not wearing the tablecloth that you see moderate Muslims and many Muslims that are not radicalized wear. The other thing that they're not wearing, and this is really a good giveaway, if they do put the tablecloth on, you will not find that they are securing it into place with the black rope thing, which is called the igal, which they love beating their wives. Oh, that's an interesting point. Omar Subidar, who's on the right, gives lectures to Canadians on how to properly beat your wife. I'm going to attach some of his lectures in the description in case you guys want to learn how to properly beat your wife, because apparently this is step 2 now in ideological subversion. So, back to what I was saying, you will find, and this is a giveaway, that when they put the tablecloth on, they are not wearing the black igal that they beat their wives with. They omit it because it was not worn by the Prophet, and they like to stay pure, to mimic him and pretend that they're like him. Don't know why. It's like they're in love with him or something. It's kind of freaky. The other thing is that the dress code that these people wear, it's not just in the clothes. It's actually in their facial features and what they have on their faces. All of these men have extremely long beards. The code here is that they are not groomed and they kind of look disgusting. No woman would want to make out with that. And on top of this, their mustaches don't go along with their beards. The code of a Salafist who has been radicalized, Salafi generally is radical Islam, is the mustache. The less they have of a mustache, the more radical they are, because they are mimicking the Prophet. This is a very stringent ideology we're talking about here. Now, some of these men go really, further out, and they begin to apply eyeliner and kuhl because the Prophet used to apply it. Yet they beat the women who put makeup on and apply kuhl. They also beat the women who show their legs. The dress is not supposed to be above ankle. The woman is supposed to be completely covered up. Yet they show us their disgusting feet. They don't get pedicures, by the way. Another giveaway, I don't know if you guys have seen this. I have seen it here in the province that I'm in, is that the disgusting, ugly, ungroomed, filthy beard, they put red henna on it to mimic the Prophet, all based on the sayings of the Prophet. And they end up with a coppery tint in their beard. Quite the exhibit. Like I said, these people we consider worse than wild animals. We do not engage them. We do not even look at them. And when they talk to us, we run away. So for me to see the same garbage that caused the Arab Spring revolts in 2011 across the Middle East, who escaped and came here to the West and somehow ended up in your governments, buddies with your leaders, telling you that they look like this because it's their choice. This is frightening for me. And when I try to deliver this message to you guys, I am being met with denial, absolute denial of what's going on, because you have been ideologically subverted. So here I am explaining it to you. Again, expect more videos like this. You don't have leaders, by the way, guys. You have idiots. Trudeau is just dumb. He needs to go back to being a drama teacher. I don't even think he was good at that. I heard that he really sucked at it. Andrew Scheer, clueless insurance agent. Send him back. You need proper leaders who know who the enemy is and how to identify the enemy, not stand next to the enemy and take pictures as the enemy uses these pictures to send signals to who knows. Who are they sending a message to, by the way, these people? Do you not wonder? Because I wonder, who are they sending a message to, and what is this message that they're sending? What is it exactly? Thank you again for all the donations, and check the description. I'll see you soon.